This video is about the report writing policy at the school I work at, YCIS. So let's look at an outline of the report writing policy. Reports are sent twice a year to parents at the end of each semester. The writing of reports starts well in advance of the date that the reports are sent to parents, and they go through 3 stages of checking and evaluation. Subject teachers provide 2 grades, an academic achievement grade and an attitude to learning grade, known as an ATL grade. ATL grades are reported using descriptors from excellent to very poor. Academic achievement grades are given a letter grade from A star to F. Let's look at detailed expectations for subject reports. So subject teachers' comments need to include 4 things: what the student has learned, what remains a challenge, evidence of the aforementioned ATL skills, and how students can move forward with their learning, what strategies can be recommended. The grades on the reports need to be based on multiple summative assessments. The comments need to be based on a combination of summative and formative assessments. There needs to be multiple performances in the semester that are integrated into a holistic view of the student's achievement, and teachers' best professional judgment is required. So what are some strengths and weaknesses of the policy? Well, the strengths are that there's a thorough review process which institutionalizes a step-by-step editing that allows the comments to be thorough, quality, and uniform across all departments. There are detailed examples that are given to new teachers, especially who haven't written comments at YCIS before, which provide expectations about style, format, content, etc. There's a consideration of parents' background knowledge and language skills. So some parents are not native speakers, native English speakers. So certainly not all parents are professional educators. So the comments are often free of jargon or other terms that parents may not understand. And new teachers are provided with training to give them the skills and knowledge that they need to write comments in the style that YCIS expects. What are some weaknesses of the policy? Well, there is a tendency towards positive language in the school's culture, which at times can prevent honest feedback. The comments have a very strict word limit, which at times prevents deeper communication. And there's a lack of quantitative data standardization. That's something that I'll be talking about a little bit more later. So here's some examples of exemplars that administration gives new teachers who are being trained to write comments in the style that YCIS expects. So in the top left here, you see an example from a Year 7 English class and a Year 7 Spanish class, which have not integrated all 4 requirements. But then you can see the Year 11 Mathematics comment, which has all 4 colors, which includes all 4 of the components that are required for a comment that satisfies YCIS requirements. And on the bottom here, we have a comment that is going through the editing process that I actually wrote last semester. And it includes the feedback that was provided to me by my comment writing buddy, which really helped me to improve the quality of this comment. So here's some perspectives from multiple stakeholders in the YCIS community. You can see the parent perspective here. The reports are thorough. They included detailed information, but sometimes it's a bit overwhelming, too much information. You see the teacher's perspective there, that the writing of the report is a difficult task, and often having only a small number of words to write it's a challenge. Here, the administrator's perspective, giving the strict policy line here, talking about the priority of the school placed on communication with parents and also integration of data into student assessment. And then the student's perspective, So these are all quotes taken from interviews I completed in the past week with friends and other members of the community who I was able to get these quotes from. So as an English teacher in the past year, I've seen how this policy impacts the day-to-day running of our department. So purchases were made in the past year to supplement the data requirements for report writing comments. Accelerated Reader is an educational tool that provides data on literacy achievement rates. Also, we have now increased usage of a really useful website called Nucella, which provides further data points for triangulation. So getting multiple data points and using that to have a more accurate description of the student's achievement. Choosing a report writing buddy is an important process that the department goes through, making sure that your buddy is someone who either shares students with you or teaches the same subject. Also scheduling requirements so that you both have free time together. And finally, as a group, our English department had to update the descriptors for our rubric to make a decision about ATL grades, because the previous descriptors didn't really match the realities of distance learning. And so that was an important change that needed to be made. So what are my concluding thoughts on the policy? Well, overall, it prioritizes communicating with parents in a detailed but jargon-free manner, providing useful information that updates parents about their children's academic progress and attitude towards learning. The policy puts the onus on subject teachers to write efficiently and clearly so parents can be informed and be given advice about how students can improve. And finally, a shift towards data-driven solutions is leading the school to prioritize integration of multiple data points in their evaluation of students and using that data to communicate academic achievement to parents. And these are the resources that I used to compile this presentation: the YCIS school website, the report writing guidelines that were provided to staff this year, and finally the interviews I completed with members of the YCIS community. Thank you for watching this video.